For the last 12 days straight, I've had a fever and severe headache, but I haven't been to a doctor for almost 10 years. But yesterday morning at 4 a.m., a deep pain grew in my side, and I buckled over and started groaning. And KK, my wife, said, "Seth, we are taking you to the hospital this time." 21 days ago, I committed to making you content every single day. And so for the last 12 days of fever, I would wait until my fever broke and then rush into the studio right here, make the video before the fever returned. But yesterday, I was under CAT scans, ultrasounds, and the most severe head pain I've ever experienced. I'm no stranger to pain, but this head pain was a 10 out of 10. To give you perspective, I used to get cluster headaches. Some people who get cluster headaches try to commit suicide over them. That's how intense they are. They're worse than migraines. This headache was worse. Literally felt like a crowbar being pushed through one temple and out the other. But why do I share this? 3 reasons. Number 1, I want you to know that while my body has suffered severely for the last 2 weeks, my heart is full, and that is because of Jesus Christ. Number 2, when you suffer, God walks with you through the valley of the shadow of death. He never promised you would not suffer, but he did promise to be with you in the valley. This is why David wrote, "Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me." And number 3, when something hurts, leverage it. Let it channel your focus. This is not the time to throw in the towel. This is your moment to become stronger. The greatest pain anyone ever suffered happened on a piece of wood at Calvary. And yet that pain was channeled to pay for the sins of the entire world. John 3:16. I am amazed how God can channel pain. And lately, I've been getting a big dose of it. The good news is I found out that I just contracted mononucleosis. That's not technically good news, but at least I know what it is. It's not like meningitis. And mononucleosis attacks the spleen. The pain was my spleen. It's been bleeding. It has a severing in it from the Epstein-Barr virus, and it's been bleeding, which is why they were concerned, and they kept me there for 2 days. If it doesn't get worse and it slowly heals, I will not have to have my spleen removed. But if it continues to get worse and it bursts, then I definitely have to rush to the hospital and have it removed. I share this with you to encourage you to keep going. I know this isn't a super in-depth tactical video, but this is what I got today after 2 days in the hospital. I hope it gives you strength and courage no matter what obstacles you face. Let me end with this. Job was a very wealthy man. Job, he had 7 sons and 3 daughters. He also had a wife. For all practical concerns, he was a very successful person. So why, when Job lost his health, all his children, and even his wife told him to curse God and die, why did he still praise God? I'll tell you why. It's because of the first half of that statement. You know the famous one, the Lord gives, the Lord takes away. Blessed be God's name. God gives, great. God takes, that's still great. But how can someone still say that's great? Because their heart is not attached to what God gives. Because in the first part of that passage, he says this, he said, "Naked I came from my mother's womb, and naked I shall return." Those are the words of a man who wisely understands that his identity is not his family. He lost all his kids. It's not his wealth. He lost all his wealth. And it is not his health. He lost his health. He was scraping his body with pottery because he had boils all over it. He realized that his identity is in God who loves him. As soon as you allow your hope and your significance to become attached to whatever success you have or family you have or health you have, all it takes is for that thing to be removed, and then you're devastated. But when God is your hope and your strength, you can also say, "The Lord lives," or the Lord gives, the Lord takes away. Blessed be the name of the Lord.